I think for us, a big part of the ExecutiveLink journey has been finding the common ground in our goals. We have very different backgrounds and experiences, and sometimes on our own it's hard to bring those together. So the process of working on personal, business and family visions and goals has really helped us to tie them all together in something that works for all of us. So we're working towards the same goals.
Being able to set goals that actually align with our values and our vision, and having something meaningful to work towards.
With decision making, there's always a lot of overwhelm. It's very easy for us to get caught up in the things that we can't control, and the EL process has helped us to identify the things that are in our circle of control, and then again in our circle of influence, and helped us to focus on the things that we can change rather than worrying about the things that we can't. We also have so many opportunities to bounce ideas off other people, other professionals, helping us to get to the right answer and making sure we've got all of the information to make the decisions that we need to make for our business.
I don't think we would have a business if it probably wasn't for ExecutiveLink, I would say. There's just so many aspects to the ExecutiveLink process that have supported us in a way that we're able to make living and working and existing easier or more manageable, to be able to actually identify where our downfalls are and be able to still be in business and work out what we need to do to get ourselves closer to our vision. I keep going back to the vision, but that's the guts of it, really.
We joke that every meeting we come in and we want to ask the question, how do we grow more grass? But the ExecutiveLink process has been far more than that for us. It has probably fallen in the most challenging time in our personal lives, seen babies being brought into our family, big changes within the family business on Cam's part with his parents and siblings. But as a whole, I don't think we would have been successful in our marriage or in our business if it weren't for the ExecutiveLink process. We've had such incredible support from our board members the whole process, but we've also had that one-on-one support from the consultants when we've really needed it. We've been able to take a lot of the emotions out of the big decisions and the big discussions and meetings with the external family. We've been able to go into those united. If we hadn't have had the support with all of those other things, we just may not be here today with our business the way that it is, and entering a new chapter that we're really excited about and looking forward to. The ExecutiveLink board structure is something that really intimidated me to begin with. I don't have a farming background, so I was worried walking into the boardroom that I would be less than and that I wouldn't be able to contribute. But there's a range of businesses, there's 5 other businesses, 6 including ours on our board, and they range from a couple of hundred head to a few thousand, and everybody's input into those meetings is equally valuable, and that's mine included. So it's been a huge learning experience for me in terms of learning about the farming industry, but I would like to think that I have contributed almost as much as I have taken from other board members.
Someone who signs up for ExecutiveLink, you're making the decision to want to improve, and everyone on an ExecutiveLink board is of the same. You're like-minded people. Everyone wants to improve because you're going into a board situation. Everyone knows that they're going to be contributing to other people's business. So you have this dynamic where, in our case, 5 other businesses that want to see us succeed, and are like-minded in their thinking, and are open-minded as well. But it's certainly been the case for our board.
The cost of EL, it is a big expense, but when you look into the other things that you're putting your money into, I don't think you're ever going to regret money that you spend on improving yourself, and especially when that improves your business. So we have grown as individuals, as couples, and as a business, and the growth that we have seen is invaluable. But also, we're taking that with us after EL. So the relationships that we've developed with the people on our board and that support will continue to be there for us next year, and it'll continue to be there if we find ourselves in trouble or needing help and support. I think we're walking away from this with a whole lot of skills that we didn't have beforehand, and I don't think you could put a dollar figure on it. Yes, the flights over from Western Australia have been expensive. The childcare has been another cost, but knowing that our children are here with us and they're safe, and maybe here and there we'll put a holiday on the back of it. Being together, knowing that our children are safe and that we're building on our business as a family has been important to us.
The value that you get out of it is up to you. Like, there's no question about that. Because all the support and all of the resources are all there for you, provided. Like, it just couldn't be any more there for you, really. And you can, just the drop of a hat, you can ring anyone from the RCS network. And I suppose you're buying that too, really. Or I suppose you are. It's like private school education. You're just getting this whole network of, hundreds of people. The RCS network is just so what is big now. And there's just so many like-minded people on there that they're willing to talk about these issues that are facing our businesses and things that are relevant to us all in a constructive and objective fashion where there's no judgment. And for us, coming from the other side of the country with small children, it's probably cost us 3 times more than it's cost anyone else on our board to at least to get here and do it. But the benefits for us it isn't intangible, and you get what you put into it. But like for us, we're just seeing great strokes in our business and in our personal lives as well. And they're sort of, to me, those two things are equal. You just couldn't have not done it. And so it's sort of the cost of, even for us, it being expensive, the cost of it sort of pales into insignificance, really, in my opinion. You get out of it what you put into it. When I first came to EL, I was sort of a bit apprehensive, about the judgment side of it, but it just has not been there at all. And I thought, it's remarkable, particularly like today's day and age.
Especially when we've gone deep into the causes of some of our blockages, and those being in our personal lives or the way that we conduct ourselves, to be able to openly speak about the things that make us most vulnerable in a room full of people. It's huge to feel no judgment and to only feel love and support from them.
We get into some pretty deep stuff, and it's just a non-event. Like thinking about what other people think about it, it just doesn't cross my mind. It did meeting one, because you sort of think that someone else is going to be thinking ill of you or what, but it's not a thing.